All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to deconstruct a pretty fascinating system that tries to find statistical patterns in the Swertres lottery. And we're focusing on one single high-stakes day, April 22nd, 2026. Why? Because on this one day, the system signaled something it had literally never seen before. And this is it. This is the alert that came through for April 22nd. A critical alert for something that's a first in its entire dataset. So, this isn't just another daily forecast. This is a historic moment that really puts the entire framework to the test. So that's the big question, right? What on earth does T4 critical even mean, and why should we care? Well, this system has its own unique language for pressure and probability. To really get what's happening here, we need to decode that language, and that's exactly what we're about to do. Okay, so to understand why that alert is so significant, we need to get a handle on two fundamental concepts. First, you've got the cycles. These are 22 distinct groups of lottery numbers that are basically the backbone of the whole system. And second, you have the tiers, which are all about measuring how urgently a cycle is expected to pop up. The easiest way to think of a tier is like a threat level meter. When a cycle's numbers haven't been drawn for a long time, the pressure builds, right? And so its tier level starts to rise. It's a really simple but super powerful way to see which parts of the lottery are under the most statistical tension. And here's how that progression looks. It all starts at T0, or active, which just means a cycle hit recently. But as the days tick by without a hit, it moves to T1 building, then T2, T3, and it climbs all the way up to T4 critical. This is it. This is the absolute highest level of urgency, a full-on red alert that signals extreme statistical pressure. And this chart just shows you why this is so nuts. On April 22nd, it wasn't just one, but two cycles that hit T4 critical at the exact same time. Cycle 21 has been missing in action for 31 days, building up all this pressure. And on this specific day, cycle 22 joins the party, hitting T4 after 29 days. This is the anomaly, two critical pressure zones at once, a first for the system. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. The system doesn't just track the lottery, it actually tracks itself. It has this built-in health monitor, a series of warning flags that go up when its own performance might be getting a little unreliable. So let's see what that monitor is saying right now. And yup, right now, that health monitor is definitely flashing. The early warning score, or EWS, has hit 4 out of 10, and that triggers an orange flag. This is basically the system tapping us on the shoulder and saying, hey, be cautious. Recent results haven't been ideal for resolving all this pressure. So to get that warning, you gotta know the difference between a clean and a recycled hit. A clean hit is the good stuff. It's a number we've been waiting for that finally shows up, resolves the pressure, and resets the counter. But a recycled hit, that's a repeat of a number that just came out. It doesn't help with the pressure at all. In fact, it makes that warning score go up. And the reason we have an orange flag today is because of 4 of those recycled hits in a row. Okay, so let's put all the pieces together. We've got this unprecedented T4 pressure from 2 different cycles, and we've got a system-wide orange flag telling us things are tense. With all that as our backdrop, let's finally look at where the system is pointing for April 22nd. Inside all the system's rules, there's one signal that really stands out as the most statistically proven, the most reliable. It's called the Day 3 peak. It's this 3-day window right after a cycle has last appeared, and it's been documented to have the highest probability for a repeat hit. It's the sweet spot. And would you look at this? It's almost poetic. Just like the dual T4 anomaly, we have another super rare event. 2 different cycles, cycle 7 and cycle 16, are both hitting their day 3 peak on the exact same day. But look, you have to focus on cycle 7. It's down to its last 2 possible combinations. That's it. This is probably the single strongest signal this system can possibly generate. And here it is, the official priority list for the day. This is how all that data we've been talking about gets boiled down into an actual forecast. Priority 1, no surprise, is cycle 7. It's a perfect storm. Day 3 peak, only 2 combos left. Priority 2 is that other day 3 peak, cycle 16. And right on their heels are those 2 critical T4 cycles just waiting to release all that pent-up pressure. Okay, so we've been deep in the mechanics of one very specific, very intense day. Now, let's just zoom out for a minute and ask the bigger question. What is this whole system really trying to do? Now, this might be the most important slide of them all. To keep this whole thing grounded in reality, we have to look at the system's own self-reported accuracy, and it correctly predicts the right cycle about 31% of the time. So let's be really clear, this is not a crystal ball. It is a statistical framework that's all about tracking probabilities, not certainties. In this quote from the source material really gets to the heart of the entire project. See, its main purpose isn't just about finding winners. It's about documenting everything with equal importance. The hits, the misses, the pressure building up, and the pressure releasing. It's about creating a record of the entire process. So there you have it, an absolutely unprecedented alignment of pressure and probability. And it's all pointing to this one day. The data has made its case, it has spoken. But it leaves us with that ultimate question, doesn't it? The one that lies at that fascinating crossroads between statistical analysis and just pure random chance.